Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I wanted to share with you a video about the Call of Duty Cycle and groupthink because the two are very much so related. The gameplay that you're going to get to see is me using the USR on Strike Zone with the kitty cat scope, and believe me, I do put the whiskers on some people, and I'm going to be showing off some Stonehaven gameplay. I got good clips in both of these maps, but not good full games, so I'm just going to kind of mix and match. I kind of like mixing the orange and green color schemes for some reason. Maybe I'm an idiot, I'm colorblind, I don't know. But I'm going to be showing you the best parts of both games, so it should be fun to watch. But the Call of Duty Cycle, as vicious as it is something that's very, very real, and it essentially means that everybody hates the current Call of Duty game and glorifies the previous one. Currently, the opinion is in the community, and that's a very broad opinion, mind you, is that Call of Duty Ghosts is the worst Call of Duty ever made, and that Black Ops 2 is amazing, that it's practically the gold standard for Call of Duties and did a whole ton of different things right with only a few minor flaws here and there. But if you think back to only a year ago, Black Ops 2 was at that point the most hated Call of Duty game ever made, and MW3 was considered to be one of the best Call of Duty games, a true honorable sequel to MW2 that only had a few minor flaws that crop up every now and then. And I have a feeling that when Advanced Warfare comes out, and there's not only just two phases of love and hate on this cycle, there's kind of a slope. You'll move in and there'll be this whole huge hype train, and everybody's going to get really excited for Advanced Warfare, and it's going to be awesome. And when it comes out for the first couple weeks, it is going to be the best thing ever made. And then whatever flaws it has, whatever might be wrong with it, it's going to start showing and wearing, and we're not going to like these new problems and kind of demand our perfect game, and then say Call of Duty Ghosts was one of the best Call of Duty games ever made, and that Advanced Warfare is the worst. And you're going to wonder, why do we do this? Why do we do this every single year? There must be some underlying reason for this. The obvious, trolly, and simple answer could be that every Call of Duty game is getting successively worse than the last one, and as a guy that's played for a long time, that's definitely not true, but it would be a kind of a funny answer if it were true. What's going on is a principle that I talk about on the channel a little bit called groupthink, and it also has to do with what we'll call opinion leaders or community influencers. Basically, we as human beings are born, created, designed, programmed, whatever you want to believe, to be more inclined to agree than to disagree with each other. And most people honestly don't even share their own opinion. And for those of you leaving or reading YouTube comments, you may not believe that, but only a minority of people ever leave comments or share their own opinion. Most are very comfortable to keep their opinion to themselves and sit back and look and watch in others. So only the loudest group is going to get heard, and depending on who is doing the talking, the loudest group has a tendency to be the most opinionated. You'll see this in politics too, and what's going to happen is that the blowhards are going to blow hard, and depending on whatever is the majority, they're going to blow and huff and steam and make a big mess until more people begin to agree with them, even if they would not normally have done this before. And there's also normal community influencers, not blowhards, but people that just have opinions that influence others depending on whatever direction they want to go. But I know you're thinking this is crazy, that you're not going to believe this, but I'll use an example. When I was playing the Call of Duty Ghosts DLC early, I was getting captured for one of those things. I was in LA with T. Martin, Allier, Optic Midnight, and there were a couple of Activision people there, and they were asking us a few questions about the event, just a few things here, and they said, what do you think about, I know I probably shouldn't discuss the particulars about X, and I immediately guessed, like, yes, in favor, pro, we should do this. And then the other three were like, nah, 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 nah. And I looked around and I saw the people that I knew and that I was, knew fairly well. And they were all like, no, 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 no. And my brain, my troll, caveman brain, immediately made my mouth say, no, no, no. I just started agreeing with everybody else, even though I really didn't, like, internally agree. Just that social drive instinct to get along and to be agreeable and to be seen being agreeable was so strong that it overrode what I was thinking. And if I had been in this situation long enough, if enough people had been this way, if everywhere I looked I saw this opinion, it probably would have ended up being my honest, true opinion and not just a instinctual gut check kind of thing. Same kind of thing happens with Call of Duty. You get people edifying the last game to the point where you might actually start believing the last game was the best ever, and bashing the current game until you'll start believing that the current game is the worst ever. And by the way, just so you know, I'm not offering qualified opinions here one way or the other, not building up Ghost or smashing down Black Ops or anything like that. I'm just talking about the way people think and the way we are. Whew, got a whole lot going on. Let's get back to the sniper rifles here. I chose this gameplay just because sniping has always been one of the more frustrating things for me, and I just wanted to show you like some of my little frustrations with Ghost to kind of balance it out. Sniping being one of them. In this game, I just cannot do it. Then again, I couldn't really do it too good in the other game anyway. But this is something to keep in mind when you're watching television, when you're watching political discussion, and especially if all of your friends have a different opinion than you. You need to watch carefully and guard what you believe and not be so influenced by others. And if you are influenced, it's not the worst thing ever. This is just kind of the way that we are. It's the way that human beings work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.